Jimu ku mikutu gy'amawulire ya The Guardian era nga gye gimu ku mikutu gy'amawulire okwetooloola ensi egifolowinga omubaka Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobiwine. Olunaku lwaleero eggulire eryo lifulumizza article ku Bobiwine kwegamba balinga abakoze interview ku Bobiwine kwa otunulira article eno Bobiwine abadde akola responses nga balina ebibuuzo bye babuuza. It's a long article anyway, simpanvu nnyo, we are going to go through it naye nga kino kyongedde okulaga nti kamera z'ensi zikyafokasinze ku Uganda kuba eno newspaper zezimu ku z'amaanyi ziri mu United Kingdom. The Guardian actually is one of the influential daily newspaper published in London, generally considered one of the United Kingdom's leading newspaper. Esomebwa abantu bangi nnyo. To access this article about Bobiwine, all you have to do, visit Google and type in www.theguardian.com and search it. It's going to give you this. All you have to do, go to the news section. When you go to the news section, then you go to the world option. Here it is. And then you select Africa. When you select Africa, immediately the article is going to come. Here it is. And this is the article you're talking about. Yeah, just click on it. Yeah, it's not too long. We are going to go through it, but it talks about what is currently happening in Uganda, specifically about Bobiwine. Bobiwine accuses Ugandan president of trumped-up claims to block election bid. Opposition leader says Yoweri Museveni behind campaign of intimidation to stop him standing. Yeah, let's go through it. Bobiwine, the popular reggae and prominent opposition leader in Uganda, has accused the country's president Yoweri Museveni of seeking to block his candidature at next year's elections through a series of trumped-up legal challenges and a campaign of intimidation. Wine, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, said he was calling on people all over the world to keep their eyes on Uganda because international attention was the only way to stop human rights abuses and impunity in Uganda today. We have masses and masses of people with us. We have a whole sidelined, excluded generation. If we are defeated in Uganda, that is a defeat for justice, democracy, and constitutionalism everywhere. If we win in Uganda, it's a win for freedom, Wine said in an interview. Since he became a legislator in 2017, Wine has rattled the Ugandan authorities. The 38-year-old has been assaulted and arrested or detained many times, including over a treason charge that he denies. He is one of a new generation of politicians across Africa who are challenging long-term leaders, hoping to harness deep dissatisfaction among young, more educated, and often urban voters. He came to political prominence nationally in 2017 when, as an independent candidate, he won election as a lawmaker representing a constituency near Kampala. However, analysts say incumbent leaders such as Museveni benefit from powerful patronage network, long-established political machines, control of media, and links to big business, as well as support from the military or other security forces. Museveni has accused Wine of trying to incite rioting, a charge he also denies. The legal challenge to Wine's leadership of the National Unity Platform (NUP) has been launched by two members who allege electoral law was not followed when the former singer was appointed earlier this year. If judges decide that rules were broken, Wine may not be able to stand in the elections. Last month, local media reported scuffles at the court in Kampala where the case is being heard. Wine has previously faced challenges to his candidature based on alleged failures to correctly declare his age and educational qualifications. I fear for my life every day, but I try as much as possible not to think about what could happen to me if I stand firm. I worry about what will happen to coming generations if I do not stand up. he said. Both his social media and protests have been targeted by repressive legislation in recent years. Eric Mwine Mugaju, a Ugandan writer and blogger, said Museveni, 76, was going to win the polls, but had been panicked by Wine's popularity among the burgeoning urban youth. It is the rural areas, the rural population makes up more than 70% of the country, that remain a bastion of Museveni's support. But even if Museveni wins the next election comfortably, he still needs to reckon with the thieving resentment in the country's major cities, Mwine Mugaju wrote in the Mail and the Guardian, a South African newspaper. Political campaigning in Uganda has been hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, with rallies banned. The East African country took drastic measures to restrict movements in March, when it had only a handful of coronavirus cases, imposing one of the earliest lockdowns and border closures on the continent. The country gradually eased some lockdown measures despite a rising number of new infections, and reopened to international visitors bearing a negative COVID test certificate in September. Yeah, that is the article. Yeah, the rest down here is just a photo for this website. But yes, that is the article the Guardian has released on what is happening in Uganda. Yeah, hiyo article ngegezako ko highlighting biki ebigenda maaso mu Uganda. Museveni yatya nnyo. Yali takimanyi nti asobola okufuna competitor nga Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobiwine, to the point nti asobola okuvaayo n'alimba eggwanga, oba kale oba kati ngambe nti n'alimba eggwanga oba n'abulira eggwanga amazima, kuba kati ekituufu kyekiri wa yerutaba yisirwa, yerutaba guzi, yerutaba yetibohulwa, you know, things are just confusing. Omusajja w'emyaka emikulu, omusajja w'emyaka egyo n'obeera nga okyazannya obuzannyo bw'abaana abato. You understand? Kwegamba yatya nnyo kuba otunuliramu state apparatus zona security biki byonna police bifocusinze ku muntu omu, Bobiwine National Unity Platform. Tebalina mulala gwe bafaako muntu ogwo. Lwaki? Maanyi g'abantu ge batya. However, amaanyi g'abantu ago feke nyini tulina ogamplifyinga, feke nyini tulina okufuba okulaba nti eddoboozi eryo kwegamba terifiira bwereere. We have to make sure that kyonna kyetuluubirira, kyetulwanirira, Uganda yeeyagaza, Uganda ennungi, Uganda y'emirembe, Uganda kuba takwawulira ntu lwakuba oyogera lulimi bwe luti, lwakuba oli wakala bweti, lwakuba oli wannyindo bweti. Uganda eyo buli nnaku gye tuyimba, kwegamba gye tuluubirira mu bintu byonna bye tukola, kye tulina okufuba okulaba nti amaanyi g'abantu ago tegafa bwemage. Tulina okukola ekisoboka, buli omu waali akole kyasobola. Ka article kawulidde bulungi. Abasajja no ke tubakkiriza ne bazannya aga n'aga waabwe, ne bazannya obuzannyo bwabwe, ne tubaleka bulesi, tugenda kuba tetukyaddamu kufuna chance ndala yonna. Ziba nange kino ekintu sikirabangako. Enkwatagana gye tukwataganamu yokka abe Boston, abe mu America, ne bakwatagana n'abawa ne Uganda, ne bakwatagana n'abawa, kugamba simply because of people power, simply because of that ideology. Banange chance yo tugenda kuddamu ddi tugifune, tetugenda kuddamu gifuna. Nze kyemva mbeerako 24/7 kuba nkimanyi this is just for a time being, kigenda kuggwa. You understand? No condition is permanent. So in brief, whatever we do, let us do it as if it is our last day to live on the planet. You know, buli kimu kyokola, kola ekintu ekyo. Whatever you are doing for a struggle, kikole ngolinga agamba nti ensi egenda kukomancha, kuba we have to do what it takes. Tulina okukola ekisoboka okulaba nti tuggusa ensonga eno.